What's up, guys? Steven here. Been a while since I've done a video. I've been working a lot, but today I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna be butchering some meat chickens. It's Friday 13th, so it's not gonna be a good day for these guys, but I appreciate what they're gonna be giving to me and my family. This is their only bad day on the farm. They've had a pretty good life. They're about 10 weeks old. I let them grow out a little bit longer, but because of work, I wanted to do them a couple weeks ago. But you know what? They've only gotten bigger, so more meat, so more food for us. But I've got my setup anyways behind me. I've got my kill cones, my plucker, got my scalder over here, and my table. So yeah, today I'm going to be doing some processing of the meat chickens. Not going to be an instructional video. There's plenty of videos out there for that, and a lot more people that are more experienced and better at it than I am, but it's kind of dark. But anyways, I'm going to put them in the kill cone. I'm not going to show the part where I'm going to actually cut their throat, but you kind of know what's going to happen after that. So let's get to it. All right, so I've got two of them hanging right now. I do two at a time, mainly because I've only got two kill cones, but it seems to work out for me to do two at a time. You know, while I'm processing one, the other one can sit there and bleed out and give it kind of the nurse a little bit of time to settle. And then I'll go throw them in my scalder, get them plucked, and then get them on the process table. I should be up to temperature now. I've been heating this thing up since about 5 o'clock this morning, so I'm a little hot, 175 or so. So I might put a little cool water in there just to cool it down. I'll get it around 150 to 160, somewhere in that range. I know some people are different, but that seems to work out for me. So these guys should be about done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get them in the scalder. Kind of swirl them around a little bit, kind of try to get all their feathers in there, all the way up to their knee here. I'll just kind of twirl them around. Don't really time it or count or anything. It's just check their feathers on their wings there. If they come out real easy, then they're ready to go. A few more seconds in there. Should be good. Well, the first thing I do is I cut here at the knees. Little tendon here, you gotta get in there. Make one little couple good little slices. It should come right out. Make sure you have a good sharp knife. That's always helpful. Then I'll cut this little scent gland right here off. Make a small little incision right here at the neck. Get in there and get the crawl. You'll take your fingers, stick it through there, and it'll be attached to this this neck skin, and then right here at the top of the breast, on the I guess it'd be the right side of the chicken. Try to get all that out, make it easier to pull all the windpipe and all that stuff out. Usually comes off pretty easy. Just kind of stick my finger in there and throw it around. I'll pull this neck out. Try to anyways. And get that windpipe. Like I said, I'm not a professional at this. I've only done it probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 times. You want to grab this windpipe along with that crawl. Do it the right way. Make my little incision. A little too high there. All right. I don't know if you can see, but that windpipe and everything just comes right on out. The windpipe didn't, but the crawl did. The heart in there. Lungs out. Nice and clean. I'll keep the hearts and the liver. I don't eat them, but it's excellent catfish bait. So I'll just keep those separately over here. I know a lot of people eat them and the gizzards, but I'm not really a big fan of the gizzards. So I know I don't really, I don't like to see things go to waste, but you know, to each his own. All right, so all the meat chickens are done. Got everything cleaned up. Went ahead and changed clothes. Got to do some mowing in the back. So went ahead and put some pants and some long sleeve shirt on because it's going to be a hot one today. But before I do all that, I'm going to go ahead and give you a little update on what's been going on at the farm. Been a lot of things going on with the chickens, so I'll just kind of run through and give you a little bit of an update. So first I want to start with some chicks hatched out. Let me see. This hen, she went broody. Every time they would lay eggs, I had 3 hens in the pen. She would just try to sit on them. So I had a bunch of fertile eggs. I was putting in my incubator. So I just put 12 eggs under her, and she hatched out 5. You can see them kind of behind her there. But those are sex-linked chicks. They're out of a Rhode Island Red, and these are White Rock hens. So she hatched out 5, so I've got those in there with her. I'll eventually move them outside, and I'm not sure how many are in here, but these are from the same group. I'm not sure why some of them came out black, but they almost look like barred rock chicks. But I did have a barred rock rooster out there with one of the hens that I eventually put in with the Rhode Island Red. So I'm not sure if that's from them, but I mean, there's just a lot of them, so I don't know. But anyways, they're all sex links. So there's about 30 or so in there. Hatched all these guys out. So I'll raise them up, probably sell the roosters, keep all the hens. Trying to grow some egg layers because I have a little egg laying business on the side. So those will lay a lot of eggs for me. Let me go outside here. Yesterday I had a lady come by. I had about 18 roosters that I needed to get rid of, and she took all of them. So that was good. And 2 of the roosters were the New Hampshire Red I had in this pen with the Rhode Island Red hens, and Rhode Island White hens. I'm sorry, you see them in there. But I sold him, and also sold my Rhode Island Red. I have enough sex-linked chicks from those guys. So my plan is to take. I've got about 9 roosters. If you can see them back here, it's kind of dark, but I've got about 9 or so blue lace red Wyandottes and black lace red Wyandottes. So I'm going to take some of the black lace Wyandottes and put them in here with this hen, and they'll make sex-linked chicks as well. So Also, I've got probably 9 or so hens that I'm going to put over a blue lace red Wyandotte. And that's my goal. My main focus is going to be on raising those Wyandottes along with the Colombian Wyandottes. And then I've got some light Sussex over here. I had 2 roosters in here. The lady ended up taking one of those roosters. I kept the bigger rooster, used him as breeding. I only hatched out 2 hens, so I'm just going to kind of see what I get out of those guys. My turkey, I had to put him back in here. I think I put it in a previous video. He just wouldn't cooperate. He kept flying over the fence in there with the dogs. So for his own safety, not sure if the dogs would mess with him, but just in case, I didn't want anything to happen. This is our Thanksgiving dinner, so he's getting bigger. He is a gobbler. I didn't know for sure if he was a gobbler or a hen. When I was processing the chickens earlier, I did hear some gobbles, so he's getting bigger. And then all these are just the same. The Wyandottes, the blue lace red Wyandottes I had in here, and they're all getting bigger. So I'm gonna start separating these guys. And I also have some more sex link chicks that I hatched out. The chicken tractor that I have out here that I had the meat chickens in, I went ahead and moved those guys out here. So they're probably 6 to 8 weeks old. I'll put them in here just to kind of get them outside on some grass. And then I'll do the same thing. I'll separate the roosters and the hens. Eventually sell the roosters, try to sell the roosters, and then keep all the hens for myself. So I'll give you a quick look at these guys. So there they all are. I haven't counted, but there's 20 some odd chicks in here. And they're gonna be red sex links, cinnamon queens, and then all the white ones, I'm pretty sure are going to be roosters. So I've got more roosters, I think, in here. Maybe a half, closer to half, but I'm going to be selling all those roosters and then keeping the hens. So a little update on the chick situation, the chickens. And of course I got the layers over there. But you can see, I don't know if you see the grass behind me, but it's kind of getting out of control. We had a lot of... Let me get this gate locked. We had a lot of rain the last couple weeks, so I've got to mow my field. It's getting a little overgrown, so I'm going to take care of that. I'm going to load up all this trash, get it burning, and then start mowing while I'm back here so I can keep an eye on it. And then show you my dogs. My dogs are getting bigger too. I think they're back here in the shade there. It's going to be a hot day today, so... Come here, buddy. Hey, buddy. So there's Zach, and here's Zeke. Of course, like I said, big Cowboys fans. My 2 little puppies. Well, they're not too little anymore. They're pretty big guys, but they're sweet puppies. They actually they did their job the other night. I came out in the morning before I left for work, and this guy right here was going crazy. And I've noticed on the back, they were barking back here on the back fence line behind me. And when I shot my spotlight back there, I saw a set of eyes. At first I thought maybe it was an owl, because it was on the top of the fence. And I got a little closer and I thought, well, maybe it's a bobcat. But as I got closer, it was a big raccoon. So I ended up getting him out of here. And these guys, they had him trapped up there. I guess he could have jumped off the back and just took off, but I think he really wanted a chicken for dinner. He might have been pretty hungry. So, but these guys did their job. I'm very proud of them. Very sweet puppies. Gave them a bunch of love. They did an excellent job. So good job, guys. So anyways, let me get my truck backed up, get some of this. I got my garage, I've got a bunch of construction material left over from my restroom in there. I'm still not done with my restroom. Like I said, I've been working a lot. So my last video with the tile, that's as far as I've gotten. My next, my goal is on my next break from work, which hopefully is in about a week or so, is to get back on that, get my shower done, and get the tile done. But anyways, I've got a bunch of I guess a bunch of cardboard from the tile. I need to get that out of the garage. and just a bunch of odd and ends. I've got some wood and some, getting the light here, some wood, some limbs, things like that. So I'm gonna get them all loaded up, get them out to the burn pile, get that going, and get on this mowing. All right, so I got all my my wood, some of the trash I needed. I got it piled up. Also got some trash in my burn barrels over there. I'm gonna be a little bit careful with that because we had a few friends over for 4th of July, and we put a bunch of spent fireworks in there. So there might be a few live rounds in there. So I'm gonna definitely keep an eye on that one. But I'm gonna go ahead and light it up. How this is gonna go. Hopefully it'll catch. So these are what we're throwing in there on 4th of July. There's some kind of rocket, flaming ball, but the fuses kind of went out on them. So my buddy just threw them in the trash can there. There might have been a little bit of alcohol involved, but I think I got all of them out. I haven't seen any fireworks yet. So I think I only found 3. So I got those out, so now it's a little bit more safe. All right, that's a lot better now. All my mowing's done. The trash over there, that's almost done. It's just ash now. Barrels are almost out. So, mission accomplished. Now all I gotta do is just a little bit of weed eating around my pins here. Once I get that weed eated, or however you say it, weed ate. I don't know. Anyways, so once I get that done, I'm gonna take some, I just use Roundup, like a concentrate that I buy at Home Depot, mix it up. I've got a sprayer, and I'm gonna go all the way around my fence line, keep all the weeds at bay. I'll also take it and go around my main pin here, around this fence line, and then some spots around the house. But anyways, that's all I got today, guys. I appreciate you joining me. Not a whole lot going on, but it's done. What I had to do, I got done. So if you like what you see, please, if you like watching the videos, please hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up, give me some likes. And as always, guys, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time.